So we've actually got an early look at the 2 new weapons that will be coming with Vanguard Season 1 as well as the Warzone Pacific Season 1, and we're going to be giving you the best class setup as well as telling you how you can actually try out these weapons early yourself to see if you're actually going to like them or not. If you enjoy weapon stat breakdowns, weapon comparisons and overall tips and tricks for Warzone, don't forget to subscribe to the channel as we're trying to reach our goal of 10,000 subscribers, and click that link in the description down below as we will be posting a ton more content later today when the Pacific update drops. Also subscribe to our second channel as we will be posting tons of extra content over there as well. But like I said, let's get on into these 2 new weapons. So as we know so far, we've got the Gracey anti-tank rifle, which will be coming in Warzone as well as Vanguard multiplayer, which is what we're checking this out on right now. And then we've also got the CARBINE, which is an assault rifle. Again, this is going to drop for both sides of the game. And we're going to go over the class setup and then I'll explain exactly how you could try these weapons out yourself and just test them out a little bit in game. So we're first going to start off with the anti-tank rifle, which is the sniper rifle that's been added in as a semi-automatic sniper rifle. And we're going to go over the best class setup. So you can see the class setup just now on screen. We have missed out certain attachments. I'll go over why exactly we've not filled out all the attachment slots on this weapon specifically, but we'll quickly go over why we chose certain attachments here. So in terms of the muzzle, we choose the Mercury silencer. First of all, you get to be silenced, and then it only cons your damage range, but it does help with the recoil because this gun is semi-automatic, like I keep mentioning, and it also gives you that sound suppression as well. You could go for other attachments like the stabilizer, which will help with accuracy a little bit, but accuracy on sniper rifles is already pretty decent anyway. Then we've got the barrels. So we've got the Empress barrel, and this is the only one that helps with aim down sight time, and it also helps with the recoil control once again. The rest actually con either your damage range or aim down sight time or movement speed penalties, which is not really what you're looking for here when it comes to using a sniper rifle. They're already pretty slow weapons. You don't want to con that all too much. And as you can, the damage profile on this sniper is pretty impressive at 150 damage. Then for the stock, we actually use the adjustable stock. Again, this helps with your aim down sight time and your overall recoil, but it does con your hip fire accuracy, which isn't really a big deal when it comes to sniper rifles anyway. You're not really going to be no-scoping people all the time. Then for proficiency, I chose Shrouded just because it covers your scope glint, but you can also go for Driller here, which helps with bullet penetration, so that will definitely help kind of wallbang enemies in multiplayer. Or you could choose Focus as well, which will help with flinch resistance. This is going to be personal preference. I do think Shrouded is pretty overpowered right now, so we'll just need to wait and see which one of these will be the best option. But Focus or Shrouded, even Driller are really good options here. I always use fully loaded as my kit. It's just the best option, let's be perfectly honest. And then we've got the leather grip, which is going to help with a faster aim down sight time. There is other attachments again here, but they really con either aim down sight or recoil, which is not really what we're looking to con with this weapon. When it comes to magazine attachments, and why I skipped over this entirely, is because the only one that actually helps with any kind of benefit here is the 3-round fast mags, and that helps with the recoil control and stuff like that, but you only get 3 rounds instead of 5, so is it really worth the trade-off? And then the 7-round mags are going to con your recoil and your aim down sight time, and then the same with the 10-round mags, so that's why we skipped over the mags entirely. We then actually went for FMJ, and this is so you get that better bullet penetration. You do also get concussive ammo here as well, which helps with suppression, which is what it says here. And also you get explosive ammo, but this is mainly for vehicles, so I don't really see it being too viable inside kind of like infantry combat, so I don't really think this is going to be too viable, these 2 options here. So FMJ will be the best. And then underbarrel, again, they kind of con more than what they're actually worth here, especially having the light visible to enemies. Already we're trying to hide the scope glint, so it doesn't really make any sense. The only attachment I do think might be worth it in personal preference, if you want to choose some iron sights on the sniper rifle to give yourself a slightly faster aim down sight time, that might be quite viable here. But other than that, this is the best build for the anti-tank rifle. Next up, we have the CARBINE. This is the assault rifle. This is kind of like a hybrid between an assault rifle and an SMG, but it is put in the assault rifle category anyway. For the muzzle, you do want to use the stabilizer. It's going to help with the accuracy as well as the damage range. It cons your sprint to fire and hip fire accuracy, which is a bit of a con to this weapon because, like I said, it is that kind of hybrid weapon. But the stabilizer is still the best in my opinion when it comes to controlling recoil for the muzzle, if you don't want to be suppressed, that is. For the barrel, we use the Cooper Custom. This is going to help the best when it comes to recoil control on this weapon. This gun does have a bit of recoil if you do actually try it out in game, and you do want to try and negate that as much as possible. It also improves the fire rate a little bit, which will give you a faster TTK as well. And if you combine this with the magazine attachment I'm about to show you, you'll get a pretty fast TTK on this gun. But like I said, it mainly helps with the recoil control. Optic, I usually go for the Model 47. It's not really the first one you unlock with this gun, but you could choose whatever you like as personal preference here. Optics are personal preference in this game. Then I did choose the Cooper 45 RS stock, and this is going to help with that initial recoil and your aim down sight time. It does con the accuracy with sustained fire, but we will make up for this with other attachments here, but it does give you a faster ADS and helps with the overall recoil, as you can see here. Then we've got tight grip, which is actually going to help with the accuracy with sustained fire. So overall, this gun will be very accurate with these kind of recoil controlling attachments we're using here. Vital does not work if you use the high damage mags on these weapons, and that is what we're using on the Cooper Carbine. So there's no point in combining Vital with the high damage mag there. Then we've got fully loaded once again, the leather grip, which is going to help with the aim down sight time once again, which is definitely very useful, especially with a hybrid weapon like this. Then for the magazine attachment, we're actually using the 45 round carbine mags. This actually does improve your damage. It slows down your fire rate just a little bit, but again, like I said, we made up for that by choosing the barrel that helps. It also cons your recoil, but again, we chose the barrel that will help with your recoil so that it doesn't con you too much. So this is going to overall give you a really consistent TTK. You can go for different magazine options which don't really hurt your recoil and things like that, which will make the gun a bit more accurate, but it will take a lot more shots to kill. As you can see, the damage then drops down to 20, which is nowhere near good enough in my opinion. It's going to actually take way more shots to kill now. So like I said, that's going to be personal preference here if you do want to have slightly less recoil and a slower killing weapon, but I rather have the faster TTK with the carbine rounds. Ammo type, you want to choose lengthened. It's going to give you faster bullet velocity. It is the best option when it comes to any assault rifle in this game. And then underbarrel, we want to choose the M1 hand stop underbarrel to help with the accuracy and the recoil control, and that is the best build for the Cooper Carbine. Now let's quickly explain how you can actually try out these weapons for yourself. Now, unfortunately, you can't actually unlock the weapons as of time of recording this video because the Pacific update is not dropped just yet, but you can go in a private match and set up a custom game, then go to weapons, and then you can actually access all the attachments with these weapons here, and you can actually jump into a private game and play around with these guns and just see if you like them or not. But if you enjoyed this video and you learned something new, don't forget to subscribe to the channel as we're trying to reach our goal of 10,000 subscribers. Click the link in the description down below and subscribe to our second channel, and thank you very much for watching.